Hello Vista Now, my name is Michael Hoblick, and today we will be previewing the Grade 8 quarterfinals of the Class 6A basketball championship. First game we will be headlining, or talking about I should say, is the number 1 seed Mountain Vista Golden Eagles and the 8 seed Valor Christian Eagles. So I have the stats with me. And so one thing I do want to note, these two teams did play earlier in the year. Mountain Vista taking that game by 9 points, 75 to 66. Some things that we have been looking for in this game are Caden Stevens averaging 17 points a game, which is 2 higher than the highest average for Valor, Cole Scherer, around 15 or 16 points a game. Both of these teams come in at a hot streak, Valor winning 8 games in a row, Vista winning 13 games in a row. See who can, hopefully Vista can come out on top in that game to advance to the semifinals for the first time in 4 years. Second game, the number 2 seed Rock Canyon Jaguars and the number 7 seed Regis Jesuit Raiders will be the 8:30 game on that Saturday, so the latest game. Rock Canyon Jaguars come in at a record of 23-2, and Regis comes in with 19-6. Very interesting matchup in this game, as both these teams averaging around 70 points a game, with Regis having a little bit higher advantage in that circumstance. These two teams did play earlier in the year, earlier in January. Rock Canyon coming out with a 59-57 win on a buzzer beater in one of the 9 News nationally televised games of the week. So that will be probably the most interesting matchup of that day. And of course, they put it at the night slot for a reason. So the number 3 seed and the 6 seed game will take place at 1:15 on this coming Saturday. It will be the Fossil Ridge Sabercats as the 3 seed and the Fort Collins Lambkins as the 6 seed. So these two teams did also play earlier in the year, late January. Fossil Ridge getting upset by Fort Collins, 55-52. It's one of Fossil Ridge's only 2 losses. Forgot to mention the records. Fort Collins at 22-3, Fossil Ridge at 23-2. Very evenly matched game. Fossil Ridge averaging 72 points a game, Fort Collins around 71. So this is one of the more evenly matched ones. Both these teams coming at 14-1 in league play. Very even record-wise, very even league-wise. So that will be one of the more closer games of this coming Saturday. And then the final one, the 4 seed Denver East Angels and the 5 seed Smoky Hill Buffaloes. Smoky Hill coming in at a record of 20-5, and the Denver East Angels at 23-2. These two teams have not played each other yet this season. The only matchup where this is the first one of the year for the two teams. Point-wise, Denver East averaging 77.0 points a game. Smoky Hill 77.1. So the closest, obviously the closest you can get. For Denver East, the leader of stats-wise is DeAndre Samuels, who's leading in every category. He's leading in blocks, steals, assists, rebounds, and points per game for the Denver East Angels. So Samuels is most likely their best player in that circumstance, and those two teams will be looking to punch the ticket also to the semifinals. So I'm going to go over this one more time, the schedule at least, for this coming Saturday. The earliest game at 10:15 will be the 5 versus 4, Denver East and Smoky Hill. Next will be 1:15, Fort Collins and Fossil Ridge. Then after that, the Golden Eagles versus Valor at 5:30. Then the latest game will be Rock Canyon and Regis Jesuit at 8:30 on Saturday night. Hopefully there will be a good showing from all you Golden Eagles fans and students on that game at the Denver Coliseum, of course, must mention that, to see if the Golden Eagles can punch a ticket to the semifinals. So hopefully see you all there, and go Vista.